Welcome to 20 Minutes or Less. I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Elliot Morgan.
3 Chuck Norris facts. Fact 1. When Alexander Bell invented the telephone, he had 3 missed calls from Chuck Norris.
Fact 2. There used to be a street named after Chuck Norris, but it was changed because nobody crosses Chuck Norris and lives.
Fact 3. Chuck Norris hates the gays. Oh, okay, let me explain. None of those things are real facts. They're not fact. I mean, I was trying to make a point. Oh man, Elliot, I just dug myself a hole, didn't I?
I think you did, Joe. A big Chuck Norris-sized hole. Just talk about the Chuck Norris story, and maybe people will understand why you said that. Or not, doesn't matter. Chuck Norris is gonna kick-explode you.
Oh, crap. So, yesterday, Walker, Texas Ranger published an opinion piece that ran on ammoland.com where he showcased his support for the Boy Scouts' ban on gays in the organization, and he condemned President Obama for pushing a pro-gay Boy Scouts of America.
Norris claims that President Obama is in cahoots with the Boy Scouts of America National Board member James Turley, who recently broadcast a plan to overturn the ban on gay scouts and leaders. Norris claims the White House prodded him with perks and favors. He then goes on to condemn Obama for supporting the rights of illegal immigrant children while standing against the Boy Scouts of America's right to stand against atheists, agnostics, and homosexuals. No, really, the Scouts also ban atheists and agnostics. You have to be associated with some sort of religion.
You gotta have faith. Ooh, you gotta have faith, have faith, have faith.
George Michael, nice. He would not be a Boy Scout.
Nope. Look, everyone is entitled to their opinions, including Chuck Norris, and that's fine. But my problem with Chuck in this situation is that he's kind of considered a hero, and let me explain that. Because by hero, I mean that people kind of like him, and he's become a symbol of America, and he's never made a sex tape, I think. Can't quote me on that. Anyways, he's a modern-day American hero, and the problem is heroes are supposed to stand up and fight against injustice. They're supposed to defend the rights of everyone. Yes, his statement is heroic to a certain group of people who are currently praising his name right now, but he's also ostracizing a different, very large group of people that no doubt includes some folks who no longer look up to him.
Personally, my opinion on Chuck Norris is totally neutral. I think he's just fine.
Agreed.
He's not wonderful, he's not terrible, he's just Chuck Norris.
Sidekicks was cool. Did you know he's 72?
And yes, Chuck and the Boy Scouts and many people will say their position is upheld by the Constitution of America, which it is, but a right doesn't make an action right.
And the Boy Scouts of America is an amazing organization. They mold boys into highly skilled, educated, socially conscious young men that can build pine box derby cars and stuff that have a lot to offer to the world. And Norris says they are the best of America. But here's the thing, Chuck. The gays, agnostics, and atheists are also part of American life and culture. And what you are doing here is sending them a message that they are not a part of the best of America. And that sucks.
To be fair, I wouldn't want my hypothetical future son going into the wilderness with a few other boys and a homosexual man in a position of power. Just like I wouldn't want my future hypothetical son going into the wilderness with a few other boys and a straight man in a position of power. Do background checks on the homosexual Boy Scout leaders and do background checks on the straight Boy Scout leaders. The well-being of children should not be dictated by someone's sexuality. It should be dictated by a rabid, unmovable protection of children by their parents. Evil is not quarantined in the homosexual population or any population, and acting as though it is not only a disservice to the homosexual community, but also to children.
Yeah, we should be making merit badges for acceptance, not exclusion.
Now, one last thing, and then I'll stop because I'm just getting worn out. The Boy Scouts of America receives some funding from the government, but it is a mostly private company. So I always hesitate anytime the government interferes with a private company. There's a gray area here since tax dollars do oftentimes support the organization, but a part of me always cringes when the government decides to step in and dictate what a company should or should not do. Those are my thoughts. I thought those thoughts, I was thinking them, I took those thinking thoughts and I made them actual thoughts.
They started here and they came out
And
here.
it was crazy.
It was good. Good job.
Synapses.
Hey, P.S. Please don't kill us, Chuck Norris. Sincerely, Joe and Elliot.
So what are your thoughts on this matter? We had thoughts and then we told you our thoughts. If you have thoughts, you should tell us your thoughts and then we'll talk about our thoughts. It's gonna be crazy. Let us know in the comment section down below.
And then Beard punch the like button, Roundhouse the subscribe button, and then accept the annotation bar if you want to see the 5 stories of the day, or check out SourceFed.com to do the exact same thing. I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Elliot Morgan.
Don't kill us, Chuck Norris. Look at, we've been practicing.
Yeah, shoot. I can touch my toes.